Now, I remember when I was probably 17 to 18, something like that, I went hay stooking with a couple of, with a mate of mine and his sister-in-law. Now, he was a farmer and she was a farmer's wife, and she'd probably been like 4'10". Honestly, there was nothing to it. Now, when I went hay stooking, the hay was actually cut by a machine. It was put into a sheaf about roughly 4 feet high and had twine around the centre of it, and it was lying on the ground. Anyway, we're out there, and it was hard work. It really was hard work. You'd be up there to crack of dawn, maybe 4:35 a.m. in the morning, and you'd work till sunset. Now, the idea was that once you got into it, you actually would pick up one hand by the string, and pick up another one by the string, pick them up, throw them, and put them together and make the inverted V, and then do the same on the other side, and that would be your stack. It never occurred to me, like, was there a way that I should be doing this? Because you would pick up a sheaf, and I just pick it up, put it together, and sometimes you'd see mice coming out, you'd see quail sometime. Never occurred to me that if you have mice and you have quail, that you may well have snakes. So they would actually be picking up a sheaf, pulling it towards them so they could look over it and see what was there before they picked it up and made the stook. I pick up the sheaf and another one, and I'm about to put them together, when all of a sudden, it had to be 7, maybe 8 foot long brown snake, reared up, and brown snakes are deadly, and it reared up right in front of me. Well, the other two are looking at me, and I tell you now, they laughed afterwards because they said they've never seen a man run 100 yards as fast as I did, jump over a barbed wire fence, and climb a tree. And to this day, I can still remember seeing that snake reared back like this, and I was gone. It sort of ruined it for me. I still went back and finished the contract. It was a contract, so you still finished it. And probably a month later, a friend of mine, I was telling him that I did this stooking. He said, "Oh, let's go do it." So I rang up a farmer. He said, "Yeah, I've got a field." So we went out there, and what the mongrel had done is he'd left it too late. So whereas you had a 4-foot sheaf, his were like 12 feet. I mean, seriously, you could pick one up with one person, barely get your arms around it, and then the other guy had to pick it up, and we had to put them together. There was no way you could make money doing that. We tried it for a couple of hours and said, "Oh, we're done here," we left. If you have any stories like that, please feel free to send them to timebeforetechnology@gmail.com. Thank you.